Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
We're gonna start it over. You ready?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh. Bunny, bunny. I love you.
Maybe more. All those years outside looking in. Uh-oh. We'll try it again.
Stop pausing it.
I'm sorry.
There. It's okay.
Now I'm here, blinking in the starlight.
Remember we see those?
I remember when we saw the lanterns. I see, standing here, it's all so clear. I'm where I'm meant to be. Alright. Good morning. It's Watika from Chiang Mai, Thailand.
It's been amazing here. We had our first hiccup though. This little sweetie, Dorothy, had to go to the emergency room last night and it was terrifying. But we'll tell you more about that at the end. Because Chiang Mai really has been a very special place for us. One very special resort.
The Dhara Dhevi, yeah.
The Dhara Dhevi.
Here at the Dhara Dhevi.
The Dhara Dhevi Hotel. It's like this little pocket of Asian fairy tale here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And everything is just so incredible. And I think they've literally designed it as this Asian kingdom.
Of like the ancient kingdom, we know when Thailand and Laos and China were all connected, of what it kind of looked like back then.
Yeah, and they've brought together like all these different styles and the architecture and the gardening and the activities you can do. And there's no cars, and so you just go around on your bicycles. Okay, I've been waiting to tell you the story. Can I tell you the full story?
Yes. Go, please.
Okay, let me see if I can tell this correctly. The Dhara Dhevi Hotel has these incredible pools. And I'm like really keen on deep ends, but pools just don't have deep ends anymore. I don't know what we're doing as people. But these pools have deep ends. And so I'm just loving life. I'm swimming all around playing. And Jessica is on the steps with our kids. And I'm up clear on the other side, and I always love to like try to swim from one side to the other in one breath. So I look up and I see Jessica, and I'm like, all right, one breath, do this. And I dive down. I don't have a mask. I'm just opening my eyes underwater without any like goggles. And I'm swimming towards Jessica, swimming, holding my breath as long as I can. And I get to the end, and I see Jessica's white feet in the water, like in the shallow. And I still have a little bit of breath, and so I kind of do this like creepy, I'm gonna get your toes. And I see her like kind of like back up, and so I creep forward a little more. And her feet kind of back up, and then they start backing up faster, and so I like start coming after her like a crocodile. And all of a sudden I go to like, and I grab the foot and I come out, and my first thought is, that's hairy. That is a rough, coarse foot. And I come out of the water, and it's some dude.
Did you not have your goggles on?
No, it's just my eyes, no goggles.
Oh gosh.
And all I saw were white feet, and I thought they were your white feet. And I'm creeping on them, they're backing up, I grab it. Some white dude is looking at me like, dude, get off my feet. And I'm looking up just like terrified.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
No, are you for real?
I just made a weird sound and went back underwater and then swam as far away as I possibly could.
I saw Garrett right after it happened, and he was just like, the look on his face and the other dude's face. Garrett was just like, in Russian. He's like, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. It was so, and I knew it was good. But this is the first time he was telling me.
Isn't that terrible?
That's super funny.
Yeah, I just kind of stayed underwater.
I didn't know my legs were naturally like that hairy that even underwater they would like.
No, have you ever opened your eyes underwater? It's so
Nope.
blurry that all you could see is like silhouettes, and it was
Oh my
white,
gosh, that's
blurry
so
feet.
funny.
I grabbed it. Funny is that when you started to back up, well, when the dude started to back up, I was like, just thinking you're being all playful, like, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I apologize, sir. I thought you were my wife. I meant nothing by it. Please accept my
You should have
apologies.
said something.
What do you say?
I thought you were my wife.
Oh, that I. So I just melted back into the water. The look on his eyes. Anyways. We took one of those tuks. We took a tuk into the center of town where they have this old river, and it was madness down there. I had taken our hammock rope and fastened it into a leash for Dorothy just to be a little extra safe.
Fun trying all the new food and seeing all the dancers that were just beautiful.
They had that little amusement park.
They had a little super sketchy amusement park that once Dorothy saw it, she wanted to jump on it.
Dorothy really loves
rides.
Sketchy. Even back home when we would go on a daddy date, that meant going to the most sketchy little arcade in town we could find. And then we see this little circus and we go into this mini amusement park. And we're riding the scariest Ferris wheel that for sure
Dorothy
is gonna
was
break
stoked.
down.
Garrett was freaked out.
But Dorothy was loving it, and she said, "Oh, we're on a daddy date."
Dorothy, smile.
This is a daddy day.
And I was like, "Glad to know. A ghetto date means a daddy date." But yeah, so the city was just hopping. There were fireworks going off, and like
Dorothy's afraid of fireworks,
Yeah.
so it was kind of hard for her to be like, we're gonna be here for the next few hours, so you kind of gotta get used to these fireworks and bottle rockets and everything just going off.
So thinking we would have to like get there early and like get a seat or a spot, we arrived at what, 4 or 5?
But like 5:30.
So to entertain your kids for 4 hours, most of which is past their bedtime.
It was pretty difficult. And
Yeah.
we sat down at dinner at about, I don't know, we finished dinner at 6:30 and we looked at each other and we're like,
Should we give
what
up?
are we gonna do for 2.5 hours? Like, the kids are gonna lose it.
But you can't come all the way to Thailand and then give up just hours before the festival. So we pushed through, we stayed strong, and we made it to 9 p.m. The kids were pretty tired. We were hoping they would be like awe-inspired and it would be magical and Dorothy would be...
But by 9 o'clock they were just like...
Yeah. And Dorothy's kind of scared of fire, so... But Jess and I really enjoyed it.
We really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. To see all the lanterns just going up in the sky, I mean, wow. Yeah, so here at the Dhara Dhevi, it's been really nice because they have a great kids club with tons of activities and crafts and...
And there's alpacas.
Yep, there's alpacas.
Yeah, so we can drop off the kids and then we can go do either... The gym here is really nice. And so we can either work out at the gym or they have some really cool... They have Thai boxing. So Jessica did some Thai boxing.
Come here, Dorothy. Yeah, go like this. Good boy.
And then they have Muay Thai lessons. And that for a long time is something I've been really intrigued by.
Mostly because of Batman. Garrett wanted to be like Batman and learn Muay Thai.
I am like Batman. I am like Batman. I'm Batman. I am like Batman.
And it was awesome. Like one of the funnest workouts I've ever done.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this you crazy mother.
Yeah, babe. The guy who was our instructor,
He was so good.
he was awesome, but I probably looked like a cheerleader.
We probably both. Not
You look
tough
like
at
a
all.
soccer player and I look like a cheerleader.
Dorothy, what's your favorite animal?
Elephant.
Yeah, just like your Aunt Dee Dee and your great grandma Eppie. And did you get to touch one? Did he give you kisses?
Yeah.
Did you like the kiss?
Was it slobbery?
The Dhara Dhevi has been our favorite. Thailand and Chiang Mai all together has been nothing but special, and we were flying high, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, we were saying how this, just even that particular day, just between the Lantern Festival and elephants and Muay Thai.
Like, this has been the most special day ever. And then we were taking a shower at night,
Getting ready to go to dinner.
and it came to a crashing halt. Did you slip in the shower?
Dorothy slipped and
was
fell in the shower,
terrifying.
and Garrett had just gotten out of the shower with her, and he turns and looks, and she's just gushing blood.
And you know when something wrong happens and you wish like, oh, if I could just rewind 10 seconds? That's how it was. Because I was like, Dorothy, get out of the shower. And she's like, just one more minute. And 10 seconds later, yeah, she slipped, split open her chin, blood's coming out. And
Garrett screams to me, I run down and I see it, just gushing blood. And then when I see the cut, I'm like, yeah, that for sure needs stitches.
And that's when, I mean, we love to be as adventurous as possible, and like sometimes we rough it, sometimes we don't. Here at the Dhara Dhevi, it's definitely well taken care of and a nice resort. And it made us very grateful for that in this specific day we are somewhere so nice, because
We called the front desk, they had somebody over here immediately, they had a medic over here immediately cleaning her up. They called an ambulance. An ambulance came. They had somebody from the concierge come to the hospital with us and help us translate. And he had all our passports and paperwork for us. And they just took such great care of us. And, you know, it was really, really hard for Garrett and I. It, like, definitely took the wind out of our sails because just to see your kid go through that. And, you know,
terrible.
once we got to the hospital, she was pretty brave and stuff. And she just kept saying, I don't want a shot. I don't want a shot. And then we had her, she got some x-rays to make sure nothing was broken, and she did great. And then until she had to lay down on the table and they had to put a towel, like, you know, a sheet over her face to kind of isolate the area so they could work on it and stitch it up. And she just lost it and she couldn't see us. She was screaming.
It didn't help that both of her parents were crying. Like, she probably would look to us for comfort and then see us crying.
She was just saying the saddest thing. She's like, Mommy, I can't see you. Mommy, where are you?
Where have you gone?
Mommy, I'm so scared. And I'm like sitting there holding her, trying to talk to her, but at the same time, like, I'm bawling. And then I was like, Garrett, I can't do this. So Garrett switches me out and he starts crying. And it was the saddest thing to watch her go through that. And she couldn't sit still.
They ended up giving her 3 stitches.
3 stitches.
And then putting a hefty bandage over it. Oh, there it is. Look at it. I think it's beautiful. Oh, look, it's so cute. Does Dad have a bandage?
No.
Miss Mommy?
No.
Only Dorothy does, huh?
Yeah.
It's cool. And then it took a while for her to calm down and stop crying. And finally, when she got to get out her first words, it was, can we go to Old McDonald's and get an ice cream Saturday?
Where are we going right now, Dorothy?
Cool.
On McDonald's.
And yes,
So of course we did. Our driver on the way home took us by McDonald's.
we go through the drive-thru and we order.
And Dorothy was stoked. And after I was like, Dorothy, was it worth it? She's like, yeah, I'd do it again.
Yeah.
And Garrett and I are still just scarred from what just happened.
Oh yeah, we're going to bed that night, and I'm like, Dorothy, are you gonna be okay? And she's like, thank you for my ice cream. And I was like, what?
Anyway, Dorothy's a champ, and she's super proud of her little bandage. It's very beautiful. So yeah, we were super grateful to be at such a great resort, and they took such great care of us. When we got home, there was a flower basket for Dorothy and a card to her, a get well soon card, and she was so excited. It was the cutest little card. I had a picture of Dorothy on it.
Dorothy, let's show the camera how beautiful your chin is. Yeah, isn't it so pretty? All right. Well, thank you, Dhara Dhevi, for taking such good care of us, especially during the emergency. And thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll flip the camera around.
It's dark.
It is dark. We'll cut to some cool, like, aerial footage of the area. See ya.